Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I am your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. This is day 9 of our trek as we continue to investigate the tools needed for a successful wisdom trek. Today we are recording our podcast from our studios in the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. As we are back in Marietta, I have had the opportunity of working outside, mowing, trimming, and staking new tree saplings that spring up in our yard each year. An interesting phenomenon that we have discovered, though, is that the squirrels also wait for us to stake any new oak trees that have sprung up so that they can go and dig up the acorn. To say the least, it's very hard to get any new oak tree started from these acorns. There have been a few that have managed to grow and survive, but it is always a fun and interesting challenge to keep them hidden from our furry friends. We are hoping that 2 or 3 survive this year. We also stake a few maple trees, which are not as hardy starting, but they usually don't get rooted up by these furry squirrels. We share these personal stories so that you can get to know us better on a personal level. As we trek together, I look forward to sharing more and hope that our simple and authentic lifestyles will be a blessing to you. We also have a little bit more about us on our website on the About Us page. We'd also like to get to know you better, so feel free to share with us either on wisdom-trek.com or leave us a message on the Facebook page, Wisdom-Trek. During the first 2 weeks, we are laying the foundation for living an abundant life while creating a living legacy. Please take time to review any of the episodes that you've missed up to this point. Today, we are continuing our research into tools or equipment we need in order to gain wisdom, to live fully, and enjoy our trek in life while we're creating this living legacy. Our wheel analogy that we've been using is nearing completion, as we once again consider love as the hub of that wheel and the remaining tools or attributes as the spokes stemming from that round, perfect hub. So far, we've inserted the spokes of joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. In our second analogy of love being your backpack for this trek, we only have a couple more tools or attributes to make a complete set. I hope that these analogies will help you to understand the importance of each of these traits. The 2 remaining spokes in our wheels, or tools in our backpack, are gentleness and self-control. As I've said before, that these attributes will allow us to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insight, to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before, and in doing so, we will establish the framework in our lives that will truly allow us to live long and prosper. So let's look at gentleness, that tool or spoke, the attribute that we will consider today. Gentleness in our society is often misinterpreted or equated with weakness, especially in men. Very few men would probably seek out the title that he is a gentleman. But in the same line of thought, we seek to be considered gentlemen. Interesting though, they both have the same meaning. Gentleness is one of the most powerful of all the tools we have in our backpack. It is born out of a person that also has great patience and is at peace with themselves. It is a person who does not need to be in control of others by force. It is a reflection of a truly mature and wise individual. Or you could say it takes a truly strong person to be gentle. Gentleness means recognizing that the world around us is fragile, especially other people. It is recognizing that our own capacity to do harm and choosing instead to be tender, soft-spoken, soft-hearted, and careful. When we are gentle, we touch the world in ways that protect and preserve it. Being gentle does not mean being weak. Gentleness can be firm, even powerful. To behave in a gentle manner requires that we stay centered on our core values and strengths, and we are active rather than reactive. Coming from this perspective, a gentle word or touch can allow us to focus on doing good instead of doing harm. Gentleness is when you care enough to choose not to be harsh, rash, angry, or rough. An example of gentleness is when you know and use the best way to hold a baby, an egg, or a butterfly. A gentle person knows better than to harm others, so they choose to act in a way that does not. A gentle person does not seek to make other people angry. Gentleness may lose us some battles, but it helps us to win the overall war. A gentle response tends to create fewer enemies and many more friends. Or as Ralph Stockman put it, nothing is so strong as gentleness. Nothing is so gentle as real strength. The Bible also gives us the wisdom that we need to be a gentle person. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare." And also in Proverbs 15:4, gentle words are a tree of life. A deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. So think about that. A gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. We know that is true. If you are a gentle person, you are a powerful person. By controlling yourself, you are able to manage situations and people, especially if they're volatile. The Apostle Paul in his letter to the church in Ephesus encourages the believers there to always be humble and gentle, be patient with each other, making allowances for each other's faults because of your love. There are several passages in the Bible that list the traits that a leader within a church should possess. One attribute that is on all those lists is the person should be gentle. To be an effective leader in any organization, you should be a gentle person. We must keep this in mind before we follow anyone else or before we take on a leadership position ourselves. A gentle person is one who possesses the other tools or attributes that we have discussed already. Those attributes of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. And then there's our final attribute that we'll discuss tomorrow. That person must be self-controlled. So ask yourself, am I a gentle person? I encourage you to take the 9-tool self-assessment, which is located on our website, to see which attributes in your life need a little bit more nourishment and cultivating. But don't ignore those that are already strong in your life. Well, that'll finish our podcast for today. Tomorrow we will inspect the tool of self-control. The only way to exemplify all of these traits in our lives is by possessing self-control. So please check under our camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. As a reminder, I do provide tools to assist us on our trek, and they're on our free resources page on wisdom-trek.com. I also encourage you, as I do each day, to leave a discussion topic, comment, suggestion, or question about the podcast. And those are located today on wisdom-trek.com/day 9. Or you can always email me at guthrie@venturecg.com. I'll get back with you promptly, and we can discuss whatever questions or issues you might have. If you've not done so already, please take time to subscribe to the podcast through iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever your favorite player is. We also have subscribe to buttons on each one of the daily podcasts. And I would certainly be pleased and thankful if you would rate each episode and spread the word to everyone you know to join us on our Wisdom Trek. Also check our website, wisdom-trek.com, for daily journals, wisdom nuggets, and our free resources. So as we take this trek together, let us always remember to live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy the journey, and create a great day. See you tomorrow.